Hello and welcome to BizzTalk, Behind the Business Scene. My name is Patricia and I'll be your host this evening. For all our guests from Serbia, click the subtitle icon down below. As you may know, BizzTalk is an informative talk show where every Wednesday we dive into business leaders of different professions and give you the opportunity to understand their drive and help you to pick a trick or two to help your business succeed. Today I'm joined by Robert Leskovar, Head of Multimedia at Nextdoor Group.
Hello.
Welcome and thank you for taking the time.
Thank you for having me.
So, you've been researching and implementing AR and VR technology for a couple of years now. Let's break it down. Explain what AR and VR technologies are and what is the difference between them.
So yeah, like you said, I've been researching and developing VR and AR tech in our own industry at Nextdoor Group. And the difference, actually, people get mixed up with what's the difference between AR and VR. The difference is actually extreme because AR is augmented reality, meaning you can actually put products virtually into the real world, while VR is actually virtual, meaning when we picture VR, we picture somebody with a headset on to step into the virtual world. So that's the main difference between those two.
And what would you say, what are some of the most popular use cases for AR and VR technologies in today's world?
So the best case for using AR tech is like if you ever been to Ray-Ban online store, you can actually try on their AR glasses, meaning when you see a pair of Ray-Bans that you like, you can actually click on it, use the AR technology, the webcam, you will actually scan your face, and when you move your head side to side, you will actually see how the glasses look on you. And if we go to, I don't know, like IKEA or Amazon is also one of the implementers of AR tech. If you would like to buy, I don't know, furniture like a desk for your office, you can actually go through the app using your phone camera, scanning the place, and you can put your table inside your office, the virtual table, and you can see if it fits into your space, if the colors match. That's actually a good benefit for like the designers picking up, so, I don't know, new stools, new tables. That's to bring them into the from virtual world to the real world. And VR is basically using now for a virtual events. I mean, NBA is one of those that use the VR landscape for like metaverse to watch a courtside seat NBA game, and you can actually invite your buddy, your pal. You can talk to them, you can see their avatar right next to you, sitting next to you. You can feel the ambience of that space through the virtual world.
You mentioned few, but are there any other particular industries or sectors that have seen the most adoption of AR and VR technologies? If so, why do you think that is?
So modern medicine actually adopted the VR space for learning, for young students to learn basic or some complex operations. I mean, heart surgery is hard to come by, so if you rebuild that heart surgery in VR, every student can actually be in that position of the professional who is actually doing that heart surgery on that patient. That's actually a good benefit, so they can see firsthand how they do it, besides actually using a cadaver or just by looking at the position from afar. And AR tech is also developed now by lots of football games, American football, FIFA also uses AR. So the implementations are worldly used right now.
How sustainable are AR and VR technologies from environmental perspective? Are there any concerns about the energy consumption or waste associated with these technologies?
So yeah, everybody actually thinks that by using AR or VR is more energy consumption, but to be honest, it's like hosting your own website. It's not that special, not that demanding. If you have a server, it's actually no cost on energy. Like, it's not a mining rig for bitcoins or something like that. It's actually a normal server that you run your AR tech. But the good part about AR is, like, if you own a storefront, if you sell furniture, You don't need to buy a big store or rent a store, meaning you chop your costs way down. You don't have to rent out trucks to move in all the furniture. Uh, that's actually the biggest and the best implementation of AR. You can easily share your online store through social media, through mailing, than actually your physical store. Meaning consumption, even the guests that would go visit your online store would have a pleasant experience, just because, like we said before, if I want a desk, I really want to know if it fits in this space. And by using AR tech, I can actually scan my apartment, see, oh, it fits perfectly. Oh no, the color is off. Maybe not that one, and pick another desk. Meaning my user experience would be actually better by utilizing AR.
Yeah, that's great. Cost reduction on point.
Of course.
In your opinion, what are some of the biggest advantages of using AR and VR technologies for companies and their clients? What are some of the potential drawbacks or challenges?
So, like we discussed before, the potential is that you put your costs by half by not renting out big halls. I mean, like picture IKEA, the furniture store. We got it in almost every country. And if you want to go see, I don't know, a table, you have to go into your car, use your own gas, or book a taxi, or an Uber, or a bus, or a train, and that's actually very costful. But if I would like to just use it on my phone, scan, that would be actually better. But the disadvantages of using AR tech is, as a business, as a business that is used to just selling online and physical stores, you have to recreate all of those, I don't know, like tables or your physical products. But this is somewhere where we can actually step in and help you. You're not alone in this space. That's why we research the technology, so you don't have to.
That's great. How do you see AR and VR technologies evolving in your future? Are there any new developments or trends that you are particularly excited about?
By researching and actually keeping a close eye on the development of AR and VR, we can see that the future is going to be mainly built on VR and AR. We are going way closer to Web 3.0 than we did before. Everybody knows about Mark Zuckerberg and his metaverse idea. I mean, we are getting close to that. Even the big brands like Apple and Microsoft already unleashed their HoloLens, which is actually a mixed reality system by bringing AR and VR into one headset. And Apple is actually doing their own VR headset, and they are planned to release an AR glasses system similar to Google Lens that we saw before, but flopped, unfortunately, because it was way ahead of its time. The future is mainly VR and AR, and that's why we're here. We're having this BizzTalk so we can inform other partners, other businesses to not miss on this bandwagon.
But are there any ethical concerns that we should be thinking about when it comes to VR technologies? For example, issues related to privacy or the potential for addiction?
So yes, it's like every new technology. Everybody, like when the Web 2.0 came out by unleashing the social media onto the world, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok right now, it can be easily addictive. But this is something we cannot prevent. People will have to consider that as a new age of tech, but going through that, less and less addicts will be added to this kind of platform, because the people who will grow up with them, like the kids today, they're not that addictive to, I don't know, social media. Some of them, I mean, if you see kids today, they're not on Facebook anymore. Maybe, yeah, they're on TikTok because this trend is now getting on, but VR has at least one major concern about that, and that's anonymity. Meaning I can actually pretend to be anybody. If I do a good impression, I don't know, about some politician, I can create my own avatar, look similar to that politician, and pretend I am that. But that's the internet. You cannot censor internet, but the good part is that by utilizing metaverse and the Web 3.0, they can be easily banned from such, I don't know, organization. Like if you're hosting an event and somebody is rude, unpolite, racist, sexualist, something like that, you can easily ban them, meaning they cannot influence others.
And finally, for individuals or organizations who are interested in exploring AR and VR technologies, what advice would you give them?
So yeah, like I said before, VR and AR is the future of business, meaning like some big brands that adopted the Web 2.0 head on before it was majorly released, before everybody adopted Web 2.0, meaning social media, are ahead of the curve, are doing way better than people who said, ah, now social media will never take off. I'm not gonna put my brand on social media. I don't need that. I have a storefront. That's actually the same now. Everybody's like, I have a storefront, I have social media, I have a website. I don't need a Web 3.0 plugin like AR or VR. But I'm here to actually advise you to, to advise people that they should adopt that and go ahead of the train, not to be in the back, like waiting. Well, now we missed the train. No, if I only have implemented my AR or VR technology earlier, yes. So people should probably look into the future about AR and VR as a whole.
Most definitely. And that will be all for tonight. Robert, you gave us a great insight to the modern tech. But if there are any questions left, where can viewers find you?
Mhm. So viewers actually can find me on Bizzio platform as is, or they can contact me via LinkedIn, or they can just head on to ndgroup.io and contact us from there for any further information on how AR or VR can be implemented in their business.
Thank you for taking the time.
Yep.
I'd like to take a moment to thank the wonderful company of the Nextdoor Group for making sure the studio was spick and span tonight, and I wish you all a very beautiful evening. We'll be back next week with a new guest and a new topic. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and stay up to date. We'll see you next week.